If you want to be the best at something, you're going to find a way to push through those challenges and make sure you do what you need to do to be successful. It's all about work ethic. It's all about what you choose to do in life, what is important to you, what is that goal that you're going to identify and go after and say, I'm going to go after this thing wholeheartedly. It doesn't matter what other people say. This is what I feel. It's positive. I love it. You know, the whole world disappears when I do it, and I'm going to channel this thing so I can help myself, so I can help other people. I put the work into this like every day, all day. And then when I'm done with it, guess what I do? I dream about it. I visualize it. I see myself being successful. I see myself hitting those shots with no time on the clock, with a little time on the clock. And anytime I was successful in those situations, I mean, you know, I would always let people know it's through dedication, through your hard work, and through mental preparation and visualization. If you do those things, if you can see yourself being successful in your mind, then it will appear in the physical reality if you're calm and collected when you get the opportunity. If you want to be great, oh man, prepare to get up off that mat. You're going to get knocked down over and over and over. And even when you feel like, I can't be hit this hard. Or if you're down there thinking, it's no way I can get up from this. That's when you're just starting. That's when it really that's when your survival skills have to kick in, and hopefully you've trained enough in your mental preparation and really believe enough in yourself to get up. Because, you know, everybody, I think we always said, the easiest thing to do is hold that trophy. That's the easiest thing to do in this process. And that's only going to be for a very short amount of time. The work, the will, the commitment. Like I said, not getting up when you're knocked down. I mean, there's always going to be these struggles or challenges that you have to get over. And the hardest part is, in you trying to be one of the best in the game, there's going to be a tension with it. You have to live it. You have to want it so bad to where you'll sacrifice those Saturday nights or Friday nights with your friends. This is what I'm going to put my time into because this is what I want. The most critical piece of advice that I've ever gotten, and I won't name who, was from a coach. One day all he said, and I'm going to paint the picture for you. I was a rookie. I'm 19 years old. I'm playing with guys old enough to be my dad. I'm getting thrown around. I'm playing a level of basketball that I'm barely hanging on by a nail with, but I'm one of our best players, so I'm playing every night. I want to go home. I'm not used to the cold. I'm getting beat up, but I wouldn't quit. And I was looking for this piece of advice from someone, and all they told me was just like, they would always tell me, hey man, keep going. Just keep going. All the time, every time. And, you know, I got so mad because I'm looking for that euphoric feeling from the piece of information that they're about to give me, right? That's what I think we all kind of struggle sometimes, looking for that and putting too much pressure on the situation. But as I got older, as I continued to train, as I continued to not give up and not let a loss define me or my character, I kept going. Lose or win, I kept going. And then it really started to click. What he was telling me was, he didn't have anything to tell me. I cannot, I can't sugarcoat this ass whooping. It is what it is. You're going to take your lumps. But if you keep going, if you don't quit, you're going to get better. And you're going to get better, and you're going to get better. Hey, keep going. And then after that, you keep going. And then after that, you keep going. because it's about what we do. It's about how we handle the situation. It's not about what happens to us, because things are going to happen. How are you going to separate yourself from everybody else? And I always thought, anytime it got really incredibly hard, I would think about all the people quitting right now and how they're going to feel in a few years, that they're just going to say, man, what if I hadn't have given up? What if I would have kept going? Don't say what if. Please, 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 please don't have the what ifs down the road. You keep going now, and I'm telling you, you'll be in a better place than you would be if you quit. Yeah, back when I was playing, my edge was my intensity. My edge was my focus and my commitment. You know, I put everything into the game. I prepared. I dreamt about it. I visualized it. I always prepared myself mentally for whatever is coming. And I felt that that was my edge. I read books. I felt that was an edge as well. You know, I've read these different books on mental toughness, and I'm going to take nuggets from each one to maybe it'll help me, because I know I'm going into a tough situation and it's going to be extremely hard, but I'm not going to give up. And it doesn't even matter if the other side knows that about me. They're in trouble before they even lace it up. That's how I felt every single match. I didn't care who I was playing. And, you know, it kind of spills over into this day. You know, it's all about work ethic. It's all about what you choose to do in life, what is important to you. What is that goal that you're going to identify and go after?
Speaking about your career, greatness, 2 NBA championships, and then it's cut short. Take us into the emotion.
Oh man, it sucks. It's heartbreaking. It's surreal, unbelievable. And I don't mean in a good way. And for a while, I fought that notion. You know, not me. It couldn't have happened to me. This is not fair. I haven't done anything wrong. I came back from it. You know, it happened twice to me. I came back from the last time. I was in the hospital, laid up, you know, fresh out of surgery. And I was in the hospital for 2 weeks with tubes in my chest, you know, and I overcame that. Man, not just in a regular appointment with some doctor telling me that it's over. You know, it took a very long time to get over that. It was crushing. It was heartbreaking, you know, and I blew off steam at the time by, you know, trying to get back in the league. I worked out vigorously, trying to stay ready. But eventually I came to the realization that it wasn't going to happen. And, you know, it just sucks. You know, there's no other way to put that. I thought, and I say it in the book as well, I thought winning a championship was the hardest thing I'd ever do. And we say that, you know, it was like a mantra in the locker room. This is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. This goal right here. And it was true up until a point, but it didn't last very long. The true challenge was being able to see that, or you know, while I'm in the weeds, getting out of the weeds of saying, okay, basketball doesn't define me. I'm not a basketball player anymore. I once was, but that's not all to me. I didn't want to hear it at first because, you know, like you said, I'm on the top of my game. I have at least 3 or 4 more years to play at a high level, and I'm not going to waste it because I almost died. You know, I'm going to make sure I put everything into this game. I was able to get back to all-star level and still be, you know, not only myself, but a better version of my new self. And, you know, that was cut short. And, you know, you have to go through the stages of grief. You know, we're all human. There's nothing you can do about that. But I'm just happy that I was able to have a beautiful outlook on it at the end and eventually work through all that pain and get to this point. You know, I found myself writing out my pain. And after I got through all of, Pat Riley likes to call it mental diarrhea. Got all the mental diarrhea out, writing every morning. I then saw that I was appreciative at the end of the day. I still had my life. My thing was, hey, if I'm going to have 13 years at this thing, I thought I was going to have 18 or 19. But if I'm going to have 13, boy, I don't think I left a stone unturned. There's nothing else that I could have done. I put my all into it. I dedicated myself to it. And man, that's a hell of a piece. And I can look back and be proud of that. This is from me to you. Everything has went into this. It's a process literally years in the making. And just being able to share this with you, this is the book that I wanted to read before a game. Just to kind of give you some thought into it. And it's meant to help if you're going through challenges. If you have a goal, there will be obstacles in your way. You can climb them, you can run around them, you can do everything, but you're going to have to put the work in. I'm bugging out because I'm going into the Hall of Fame, and I grew up playing on a concrete court with no net on it. It's just a rim with no net, concrete. I did not have resources. I had people who helped me, whether it was a hot meal, a ride, or opening the gym. And I just had my hard work and dedication. And it's a trip for me to really, really just go backwards and just think of every story. But never, ever let anyone tell you what you can't do. Because like I said, I was a kid on a concrete court with no net on it, a rim with no net. Just playing with my friends, hoping that one day I could aspire to do something great. And this pretty much breaks everything down, just, kind of reverse engineering it, so to speak. So if you're trying to do something great, no matter what you do, if you're even trying to find something great, I think this can really help you. And I really do feel that it'll lead you in the right direction. So please, if you ever get the chance, pick it up, read it, thumb through it, mark it, read it forwards, read it backwards. It doesn't matter. You put your spin on it.